This is the Simp here, this is Michi Hoya, and welcome to today's stream in the middle of the night, basically, for testing the new car at the Formula SimRacing venue at Barcelona. So, we got ourselves ready, and we're just about heading into the car. I just need to fix the one or other thing, because I did my usually thing and forgot about changing the wheel's rotation. Sadly, rFactor 2 came around with an update that made the software automatically detect what kind of wheel rotation you need. However, Logitech, those things do not really work that well. Anyway, means some smart delay, but here we go. Basically, thank you so much for joining. Welcome everyone. Yeah, Geoffrey, I'm pretty sure that you are hyped, and I'm pretty sure that others are hyped too, but we will see how this car behaves around Spain. I haven't driven anything else in Barcelona for a while, and neither have I driven the car before here, so basically gonna start with some sort of installation laps, seeing how the car grips, seeing how the version of Barcelona is. I expected grass on the outside here, to be honest. Turn 4. It is quite bumpy. Whoa. May I just ask where this convertation comes from? I'm not sure whether it is. It looks like Real Racing 3, to be honest, but kinda doubt that it is that. Yep, there's 4 rounds of Winter Series. Still, Danielle, we have Barcelona on Sunday. And I'm not sure what kind of track we still have. I think it's Austria in a week. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Speaking of installation laps then. Okay, so last corner is not flat out, and by that this will also mean the plan of FSR administration to enable more overtaking will die with the last corner already. Wow. The bumps. I think the front left tire is gonna die pretty easily here. Geoffrey, I'm pretty sure you did already some testing here. Where does the car step out weirdly in the rear end? I'm expecting there's some venues. 100-meter board. Okay, could brake a little later here. Yeah, front left dead. Car dead. Nose dead. Yep. Robin, what do you do towards the halo thing? You just move the seat further more to the front, or? No, Sunday was the day for Winter Series. Because Cameron was not able to do it yet time-wise. That's what he said. Was it 2 weeks? No, it was 1 week ago for Silverstone. Not sure why there was no further update to it. So you set your sitting lower like this. I do not like sitting that low though. But honestly I can't wait for the mid pillar to be removed so I can finally have a clean look towards the outside. As far as I'm concerned now, there is no further cars on the way, so I'm just gonna put the halo right in my face. Happily turn-ins are done pretty early, so yes, it's gonna be an interesting thing. I can tell you the thoughts of FSR administration to enable overtaking dies with those two corners. Like, we have maximum fuel on right now, and I mean, you literally need to look after your tires right now already. Sian, has the car been updated since Silverstone? Because my last information from Cameron is that the removal of halo does not work yet. Oh, them bums. Gonna get headaches tomorrow. Okay. Car select. Okay, fair enough. My latest information still was there is no removal yet. Okay. Well, Joffrey, that's interesting because it was the FSR admin himself who said it's not able to be done yet. Yeah, I know. It does not look very great. I think the entire halo should be removable. Because that would also minimize the problems with the starting lights, but that's basically just my thought. Why not remove the entire thing? Is it? Okay. Maybe I should check the forum more often. Hey Payman, how you doing? Daniela, that's not entirely true. I know there's plans to emulate it. But it is just with everything else, and rFactor 2, it's the question about when is it going to be ready and ready for release. I agree, they will need to work on it if they want to ever attack iRace in any thinkable way, apart from day-night transition. Okay, so this is going to be a fairly interesting race. Curbs are pretty interesting to ride on. I think you can easily lose it on them.
The lap was a 1:20.44.
Okay, Robin, understood. We're made to run them though.
That was a 1:19.82.
Okay, turn 3 is a tire killer, that's for sure. Right, on that track the unsettled rear end does not feel as bad.
That was a 1:19.85.
Oh, Payman, I hear you. As much fun as Formula E is to watch, it's kind of pain in the butt to watch them, to listen to them. Danielle, apparently very hot. Oh yeah. Speaking about rideable curbs, right? I'm not sure what they've done to the track, as the lap time delta is not apparently working well to it. Just love Spain. I love Barcelona. It's one of my favorite tracks. Has a great rhythm. Does not enable too much overtaking, sadly. But overall, track is really nice.
That was a 1:19.84.
Did. I think the basic problem about rFactor 2 is it is modeled too much in its own ballpark, you know. For iRacing, it seems every car is an own feature. And so every car features an own sort of program or programmation. And I think here's where rFactor 2 is a little bit weak in having just a basic tool, and that is literally everything you got for
That was a
for the content as well.
1:22.08.
Okay, that is interesting. Did. Wow. Yeah, simply too long on the throttle. I think I've released the throttle beforehand. Okay, how could I get a front left damage when hitting a object on the right? Oh dear, this is gonna be fun tomorrow. Gonna be interesting to see whether there's gonna be rFactor 3. But I think they are still planning on improving that game here. Otherwise, you know, rFactor 2 has a very bad general image for, as you say, unfinished things, having issues since its release in 6 years and never gonna be great and whatever. So that is the fact then, where thinking about releasing an entirely new game, an entirely new simulation, is not the worst thought, because that would give everything a new chance, but you wouldn't need to make sure to bring out the blast and not just sort of screw up again. Philip, no, the power diff log is not high, it is the low aerodynamic grip you have. As there is a little less aero, but the car is built after 2019 regulations, basically. Also thank you, Joffrey, for the hint for turn 4. In comparison to 2018, the car feels less grippy, that's for sure. It feels more understeery, which is good. It definitely lost its overpowered speed in slow corners. In the fast corners it still feels pretty much the same, as the aero of the wider front wing comes into play. No, basically the aero performance or the aero balance is the major toy, I want to say, on that car, obviously. As the downforce that's going to be produced is dominant on the factor what kind of grip you have. On the slow side, like here, it's definitely differential and the general suspension that is doing most of the job. Yep, Danielle, I very much agree with that. Oh, brakes, come on.
The lap was a 1:19.20.
So basically in those full throttle corners, as you say, like turn 3, the only real room to play you have is how much you push on the throttle in order to make the car rotate or not rotate. And we're definitely on a more aggressive test right here compared to the other runs. Sam, apparently it's not right now, it is still in beta. You can watch us race tomorrow though in another pre-season race around Barcelona here. Otherwise, if you sign up on the forum of FSR, I'm pretty sure you can get it. So it is some sort of semi-public. I think the final version of the car will then be released as an rFactor 2 workshop again, and then it's entirely public. So right now I think you just need to have an account on the on the FSR forum, and then you have a chance getting it. Hey there, Hegartman. Yes, I have seen your email and I wanted to reply already, but I haven't found out a way yet with a solution. So yeah, on your coaching, I'm not too sure how we really want to do it, because you and me, I think we both agree on the issues Assetto Corsa have right now in terms of what I would need in order to assist you real good, and at the same time you got the issues with your graphical card not accordingly taking video, so that is a problem, I want to say, if we want to stick with Assetto Corsa Competizione in that regard, of course. Oh, thank you, Cameron. Also, Cameron, feel free to answer some questions while I'm driving that car around here. Oh, it did. Hey Adam, how you doing? So, We improved quite heavily, but Tyres didn't last very well indeed. So we need to find a way to balance more the pace. What I really like about the Formula SimRacing car in general, and last year's already done that too. Well, Joffrey, I still have crew chief on, but it's still locked into iRacing, so wouldn't play around here in rFactor 2. Maybe I will use it tomorrow, just to piss you off. Yep, I got one. That is pretty much what you need to know, what it is all about. Can ask Philip. He knows very well. Hey there, Twiggy. How you doing, my friend? So let's see if we can somehow pace this car with a good average speed. Well, Hartman, to be honest, I just think we may need to wait for the final release of the game. That could already change our problem here, or change our situation. Cameron, by the way, are you planning to make the runoff area a grass strip as well for turn 3? I mean, not for this round, but in the main series then. Yes, Payman, I got VSync enabled at the minute. Why you're asking? If you're asking about input lag, yes, I do have a very slight input lag. Usually in rFactor 2 it's not that much of a biggie, but I might turn it off for tomorrow. Alright, Sam, good to know.
That was a 1:18.9.
Yeah, exactly. When is the final release of it? Mid of February? Or is it mid of March? Whatever. It's not that long, so we can surely wait on it. I mean, there's quite a runoff area there still though, Cameron. I mean, there is no need, of course, but there was a nicely job done around Spa, which was even discussed in German television, because right when they were there, we had a debate going on about track limits somewhere, and I just took a screenshot from in-game and sent a picture, and was like, how about that for track limits in real F1? And I actually got excited about it, but yeah. It was FP1, and they say, oh yeah, we're gonna have to discuss it in the break, and sadly they forgot about it in FP2. Well, I hope they fix a lot of things for February, and then obviously for the final use.
19.51.
Can't wait to have triple screen to see more surrounding of the car, and especially what's going on track.
That was a 1:18.
Yep, Danielle, they got a shitload of work to do if you ask me. Like step 4 or release 4 and 5 just made the sim worse and worse. Adding glitches, not fixing existing ones, and speaking of glitches, I'm not sure it could also be the setup obviously, but yeah, that's just too much time variation. Right, let me check something real quick. And put VSync off. And see whether it improves the input lag. Because sometimes I never had an issue at rFactor 2 with input and stuff. But at the very same time, I experienced just a little bit of it in the last kind of waves of optimization as the game was starting to be a bit glitchy. So speaking of CPU spikes and stuff, happily they have been gone in the past, but yeah, they might return, you never know. Problem with rFactor 2 is a lot that, I mean, they keep updates and keep working on the sim, which in general is very great, but at the very same time, we're talking about a game that changes its kind of characteristics. With literally every update. So that is a bit meh. So gonna return back to racing in a second. Just wait for the coffee to be done. What kind of software that is? River Tuner, Scan Line Sync. I need to note that down. That's probably some universal kinder VSync stuff, right? Right, let's get up some coffee. So you guys hopefully gonna join tomorrow's madness. What we gonna do more than average appearance there in the FSR race. This is not about winning yet, so we just want to test out basic things. I think it's about dirty air, traffic, DRS, tires and stuff. That is the main objectives for the pre-season test races, and yeah, we're gonna enjoy them. Doing some advertising for some good racing. Right, so coming back, loading the set. Yeah, and overtaking, of course. I do have higher wings, so input lag still exists a bit. Sam, we're gonna see that tomorrow. I kinda believe we don't, but I'd happily be overturned in my thinking. So now I got VSync turned off, and Yeah, right now it's not that big of a bummer for the FPS, but that might change drastically soon. Especially tomorrow when we do some racing then. Camera, what kind of full screen, what you mean? Sam, I kinda don't think so, despite it would be lovely if they would. Am I running this full screen right now? I'm not sure. If I run it borderless or full screen. The problem with Alt-Tab and rFactor 2 for me is it doesn't work. Like if I have something lying behind the rFactor 2 software, it just doesn't minimize to tray, or just does it randomly. And happily, by leaving the server, I also fucked up the delta best at the top, which keeps death, if not improving the lap time. Harley, that's 30 cars. And I think first serve, first comes, apart from the WC guys. I think they have a right to be there, as they are required to test. Hey, the one guy. Well, I'm a 100% rFactor 2 guy, for the sake of it. If you like Assetto Corsa, I'm pretty sure you like rFactor 2 as well, once you tried it. Oh, my bad, Cameron, 35 then. Did you change it? Or is it 35 including camera, commentators, and stuff, the things you want to test? Let us try overtaking. Heck man, you can drive rFactor 2 offline, but there is no real multiplayer, no real career on it. Just the multiplayer. DRS wide open. Okay, Adam is now using DRS as well. Okay, I'm not sure whether we got overtaking enabled. With a loss of grip in the rear end like this, it's gonna be hard. The rating system is currently being worked on.
That was a 1:19.37.
Okay, I mean Adam is driving mediums right now. Also, Herr Gottman, please note, since you are 100% set to Corsa Competizione tester, a rating system like ACC has never been done before. The only rating system we have right now is iRacing, with both the performance rating and including the iRating, as well as the safety rating, well being the thing with a license. But apart from that, I think there's no sim with a rating. Project Cars 2 got a rating included, but that is just the general one. Okay, so following a car here is considerably hard.
That was a 1:20.04.
Oh, now he uses DRS again. Well, with that I can't prove whether overtaking is possible. Lol, John. Could well be. Yeah, Barcelona is not really a track where you'll be able to overtake people. Heck up when you basically just join an open lobby in rFactor 2.
The lap was a 1:20.20.
Or did. Okay, so overtaking clearly possible from that point of view. Now it's just about the driving thing itself. Just still need to improve. Alright, so last 20 minutes before I need to do some business calls still. So let's try to at least do a 20-minute of driving. Thank you, Herr Gartmann, thank you for being here. Good night. Cameron, don't you think it's going to be an interesting thing towards the track limits discussion? John, are you living around Daytona course? Well, Sanadi, that is just I have 150 million% of respect left for Zanardi. What that guy is doing is just awesome, and proves basically the fact that no matter what kind of obligation there is, if you have to will to do something, you can do it. It is just all dependent on your will, your willingness and your discipline. Imagine how often he must have crashed or tested at a dummy track in order to be able to learn to drive the car solely with the hands only. Too early on the throttle.
The lap was a 1:19.49.
Cameron, they are interesting indeed. Hence why I also asked for the turn 3 exit here. Just love the track so much. Such a nice rhythm. But the other, I like the other version a lot more. The what was the other Barcelona track from? And where is this track basically from? They are both different to each other. Too hard on the push here.
The lap was a 1:19.32.
19.3. What do you mean there, Payman? Driving with one foot? Or you speaking about the Zanardi comment I did? Yeah, Twiggy, that was my first initial thought as well. Assetto Corsa. But I'm not sure because I can't actually remember. But just from the structures and from the textures, I would rather say yeah, because it got this very same weird surface and behavior than the Spa one.
That was a
See you there, Joffrey. Goodbye.
1:19.83.
Cameron, do you know what they want to fix in the rear? To be precise about this car stepping out, because it's really annoying. As it happens just randomly, you know. Can take one corner 5 times in the same direction, and the 4th attempt it just goes with no real indication of why.
That was a 1:19.29.
Well, as long as he fixes it, I'm happy with it. Whatever it is down to. John, it is quite funny you mention it, because we had Money Core on the calendar in 2017 and I hate it. I hate this track so much.
The lap was a 1:19.2.
Hey Michal, how you doing? Yep, I agree. Manicourt is so weird. It feels basically like eight high-speed chicanes on the track and 2 hairpins or something. Or 3 hairpins. Yeah, Michal, thank you. I'm doing well as well. Just getting a little of an idea what I'm going to be facing tomorrow. Yep, the pit lane is also a joke. Also, Money Course pit lane is very short, not only small.
The lap was a 1:19.14.
Twiggy, don't underestimate the power of differential in that regard here, and the power of a dancing camera. Cameron, to be honest, Paul Retard is not really a better place to race on, but maybe it's just French tracks, I don't know. But yeah, I agree with Michal here. I'd rather drive Paul Ricard before going to Manicourt. No. So 19.1 was the last lap time. Let's see what this is.
That was a 1:19.08.
0. Yes, I have a stabilized horizontal, so the car is absolutely rigid. And about the bumps, I'm not sure. Maybe I need to check if a stable horizon is gonna be a help. But the thing is, you know, the car is bumpy, so you definitely want to see and feel the bumps. So the cockpit and the camera in the camera in the cockpit is definitely rock solid and does not move at all. It's just the car that's moved. may need to check stable horizon thing on the settings. Oh, don't die, thank you.
That was a
19.2.
1:19.24.
Looking forward to race here tomorrow though. I'm just not sure whether I'm looking forward to get the headache from the bumps. So that is, I totally agree with. Oh, don't go too wide.
That was a 1:18.95.
I think the regular one. The one that looks a little bit wider in the middle part and has this flaps. Could also be the thumb one. I do not know by heart.
The lap was a 1:19.29.
Yeah, the thing is, the Mercedes was just able to do it. His aerodynamic efficiency of Hamilton in the Mercedes was just brilliant. And then the car has such a long wheelbase, it is pretty much stable as fuck in the corners. It might be a little slow around the tight turns, but it just gives you so much stability. Holy shit. Yeah, well, Hamilton is a beast on the brakes. Oh, yeah, I feel I'm about to lose the car. Now the lap time should start dropping.
1:19.28.
Yeah, this turn 5 tends to lock up the front left as the load goes entirely away from that tire, and then it falls into a hole thanks to the track elevation. Oh no. Yeah, just touch the throttle. And dead.
That was a 1:23.34.
Okay, let's see how long. Oh, okay. Well, dead. So let's quickly have a look what we can do over the course of a stint. 12 laps it seems. 12 timed ones. 19.4. Well, a 0.8 here. 22102. 18.922. And dead. It's pretty interesting, as you say. The tire really gets killed here. I felt that the overall tire situation was better in Silverstone, and I'd actually appreciate it if the hard tire would become an OP tire. Like, not make it the fastest one, of course, but make it durable, make it stressable, make it somewhat quick, so that the gap is not like 6 or 7 tenths per lap, because that just makes the tire so useless. So yeah, pretty much that would be what I would love to see. I'm not saying that people shall then try to qualify on the hard tire, but what if you make it work to get the medium tire into the top 10? Wouldn't that be great for strategy? Like, put the tire speed difference really close, and the differences in wear average. That would enable great strategies, I think. Because I tried to do exactly that. I had a penalty for the last round in FSR, and I tried to qualify on the medium, and even if I would have done a stunner lap on the medium, I would have been P18 because I had zero chance. I do not even know how far I was off. I think a full second to the speed of the softs there, and it's just not gonna work like that. Anyway, I'm gonna give this a quick shot in qualifying mode. Need to optimize the entry. Yeah, but if you would have tried the FSR 2018 mod, you would have definitely seen that no matter what, you would have... I mean, there was just simply not a setup that not overcooked the tires to a certain extent. I mean, we had such a slim window in driving the tires in the right range in terms of temperature and stress and everything and load. Brendan Lee. Hey there, my friend, how you doing? Thank you for joining us there on the Simpit Pit Crew channel. Appreciate it. The 2018 one, Puchisk. Also, this is the very same here. Not the same tires, but the same sort of style. Once you overcook it, once you overdo it, dead. Yeah, guys, go check that out. Go on the forum, log in, and have a go yourself in the car. Well, Tricky, you're very welcome to join tomorrow's race. Too late on the brakes. Turn. Come on.
The lap was a 1:13.55.
Hey, Antonio. Pretty sure it's the real Brandon. I know he's a constant follower of the Sim Pit, so very appreciated. Brendan is a humble and approachable guy. I've talked to him several times and really acknowledge his, well, being close to the fans, isn't it? I mean, that's what it is all about in modern Formula 1. That is what it's also about in esports. So tomorrow we got the pre-season race here at Barcelona in the Formula SimRacing car. Streamer starts in 16:30 CET, something around that range. Gonna definitely schedule it for you guys here, so that you are aware of what is going on. And yeah, I'd appreciate if you guys join us tomorrow for the race. Keep the chat lit. And keep talking and discussing a little bit while I'm driving. However, tomorrow won't have the big chat support in the race. Harley might be around if he's not driving, but apart from that, we focus on testing and focus on racing in order to determine the objectives for the test. Lol. Appreciate it, Brendan. Come on, don't spin. And don't go wide. Don't touch the curb. Don't outbrake yourself here. Way better. If you just get the thing with the acceleration done, then it's good. Don't go wide. Did it nevertheless. No.
That was a 1:13.09.
Lol. Tino. Hey there, how you doing, my friend? Alright. I think that's gonna do the job for tonight. We're just done to get 50 laps. Had a random go at qualifying at 13.0. Gonna have a look at the live timing to see what it is worth our time here. So have a real quick look into the leaderboard of Formula SimRacing servers. Bear with me. There we are. So check out for the Formula SimRacing one. Well, which of these two? Okay, that needs to be the Winter Series server I got. Then it is the number 2 server. Top 10 hot laps. Second place. Okay. Interesting. Adam is in P9 here. Hollister. Yeah, some people have tested the mod, which is good to see. Gonna look forward to tomorrow's race to see having some fun. Right, so guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for coming here. Appreciate you guys being here. Twiggy, any news on the rim? Not yet. I need to mail the guys, but I think he returns to me in the next week with saying when to dispatch the wheel, and yeah, so long. I'll probably have to still be patient and wait, sadly, but that is how it is. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for being here. Hope you tune in tomorrow when we go racing hard around the Barcelona circuit in the Formula SimRacing Beta car. So more season testing to be done. Hey there, Christy 055, about to just shut down the stream, too bad. But thank you for being here and sharing the time. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you there tomorrow. Have a nice weekend, everyone. This is the Simpid. I'm Michi, and I'll see you guys tomorrow here on the track.